Kingman. This is day 2 of how to edit. So this one I'm going to explain the basics of freezing and speeding. How to speed up the video for one. We're going to take, let's say you see where my photo is right there, my logo. We're going to split here. We're going to split, let's say right at the end of where my photo is, there. You'll have a split in the middle. You're going to scroll over to speed. There are two options. You have normal and curve. Curve just means you get to adjust it how you want. So if you go to custom, you can edit it so you can make it to where it's fast at the start and then starts to really slow down in the middle. So you get this when you watch it. You get something like this. Hear that little zip? That's because that's the faster part of it. We'll slow this down a little bit. We'll go here, here, and then we'll just slow it down right there. So you should get something like this now. That is just the basics of slowing and adjustments on that. And we'll get this out. This also includes on PC or laptop, whichever one you use. You can use it for that. I'm going to leave the split. The other option is the pre-made or just basic. You go over the speed again, click normal, and you could choose to just adjust it by 2 times, 0.1, half, so we'll do half this time, and the whole thing will just go half the speed. There we go. Now we will adjust it again to where it goes 2 times the speed. Speed, normal, 2 times speed. Boom. That's the basics of speeding. Now how do I freeze? Let's say I wanted to freeze. You see the red banner guy getting popped up on the screen? We'll freeze. So how we do this is we click on the video itself. We scroll all the way to the right. And you'll see a thing called reverse, mask, and freeze. Click on freeze. It'll give you 3 seconds of a freezing point. Okay? What you can do with this is you can click on it like a photo. So it's pretty much like a photo. You zoom in. We'll do this. So it just zooms in like that. Or let's say we don't want that. We want it to be more of like a zoom effect. What we'll do is we'll click on the video, get as close as we can to the beginning, put a point here, we'll shrink it down to 1 second, a second and a half, sorry. And what we'll do is we'll go right at the end right here. And what this does is if you see the keyframe or the diamond effect you see, we go over to transform, adjust, and we'll go to zoom, and zoom in. Or you can manually zoom in with your fingers or however which way you want. We'll go to 250. And position, we will rise it. Rise it just a little bit. And what we're going to do is you should see something like this now. Why do you do this? For memes or whatever you want to put in, we'll put an overlay on top of that just for giggles. Why not? Okay. These are all the videos I made or have saved. We'll just throw you off screen. How do I adjust it to where it's even out like that? Well, we'll just scroll it across and you'll get something like this. There you go. Little meme little thing you can pop up. How do I make the screen shake? I already explained before. You go to effects, video effects. We'll click on the shaking option. And when you watch it, we can adjust it not as intense. There we go. You can adjust about how intense it is, or however which way you want to put it. There we go. Now you should just get this. Bada bing, bada boom. That's how you do that. That's how you do the freeze, and that's how you do the slow or speed. We already showed filters, and we already showed stickers. I haven't showed that. Stickers just means putting pre-made stickers on the screen, like this. Boom. Just little things they give you to put on screen, just for fun. I don't use them often. I usually get my own stuff and save it and throw it in. Let's see, what else am I missing? Drawing just means, like it says, you could take something and draw a line to be like, hey, for, like, if you've ever watched Donut Operator, you can see that he does something like this. Where he'll draw out an arrow or something to show the area of interaction. Oh, no, not like that. Drop the size. He'll just, mark it, be like, hey, right here, draw what you want, type stuff. Also, the drawing effect, it's kind of like a flash effect for, like, sirens and stuff. What people like to do is they'll take it and they'll go right here and adjust it to 30 or so, make the size as big as they can, and then they'll just kind of, if it'll work, which it is not. We'll go to 45. And I'm on erase right now, that's why. I'll just draw it in. They also will do the glowing effect or fog effect, whichever one you want to do. See, right there, the red. It's the best way to make siren effects for videos and stuff. Like that, you do red and then shrink it down and go to draw again, and then you go to blue, do the same thing. We'll do 40 for this one, size max, and then just draw it in. That way you get like this flickering of sirens, just like that. That's how people do like the red and blue effect for sirens, like I said, and just small details, which is pretty cool. I've tried it once, but my system's so bugged out it can't do it, so I wasn't able to do it. There's text to write as well, but I don't suggest that. I suggest just leaving that as is. It's an AI system, and it sounds horrible. It really does. It sounds really bad. Texts I already showed how to do. Drawing I already showed. Edit just means this, what it is, editing effects and stuff. Beats just means to kind of, I think, auto-generate with the beat of a music, but I never use it. I manually do it because it, like I said, bugs out. I mean, that's the basics of how to add something. I'll show how to make the mirror effect better now that I showed before. So let's say I wanted a mirror effect here, or a slide effect. Well, like a slide effect. So what I do is I will cut this, or freeze it. Freeze. And then what I do is I duplicate. And I go over to duplicate, and then duplicate again. And then what we'll do is we'll take it and we'll put it as an overlay. Dang it, it's freezing up. There we go. Okay. And we'll take this one and do it as a overlay. And what this does is we can take these overlays, and how to do those little cool sliding intros or sliding effects you see on edits. We'll slide it over on top of each other. They have to be the exact same time, by the way. Get you up. There we go. They have to be aligned. They auto-click a line usually, so that helps out. You take the video. Okay. What we'll do is we'll put a point here. Put a point here. And what we're going to do is we're going to mask it. We'll do a small little mask. We'll shrink it. Oh dang! We don't want to do that. There. No. Mask. Don't turn. We'll do. We want it leveled out. Boom. We have part 1 in. Okay, and the reason why you're still able to see it is because it is these on top. So they're leveling on top of each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing. Mask here. There. And we'll do it again for this one. It's a very long process for me because it's a lot of clicking and a lot of waiting because my system, like I said, is bugged out, and it's just a lot of tedious work. Oh, no. Go back. There we go. I might have screwed up on the first one with the mask because you have to put it at the first level. There we go. Now what we can do is we can move. Oh, no. My bad. Remove that. That's what I did wrong. You see, I did screw up. You go back to the beginning to put the mask. Make sure you do it at the beginning, unless you screw up like me. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to adjust. Go to No. Go to where it's red. Transform. Adjust. We're going to move it over completely off the screen. There. And we're going to get out of that. No, out of that. Go into the other frames. We're going to adjust you. Transform. Adjust. You're going to go the other way. Out of the screen. Boom. And then you. Adjust. You're going to go. No. You go back as you were, 0. And then scroll out. So when you play the video now, you get something like this. Well, I screwed it up, but you get the general idea about how it works. I screwed up the bottom and center. You gotta remove these keyframes. Well, I mean, that's all I could show right now. But you get the general idea on how that works now. It's just adjusting and making sure you don't get the frames wrong, or else you end up like that, where they don't line up right. But if you get it right, it should look really good, as if they were colliding together and making a frame. I mean, the top one's right. It slides in, but the other two weren't put in right. Hope this helps you out, Kingman. This is day 2. I'll be making more. This next one will be how to edit photos for thumbnails and stuff. Take care. Peace.